is April 7th, and we have 3 holly bushes about 10 feet tall planted in the vicinity of our garden. Can you hear the humming noise? There's thousands and thousands of bees in here. This is wonderful. Good sign. Blueberry bushes are full as well. And about 5 feet behind, you can see the bees in here on the blueberry bushes that are already flowered. It's not even the middle of April yet. I think this is a little bit early from the past. But it's a good sign that the bees are already hitting up the blueberry bushes. It's kind of wild walking out here, walking near any of these areas, and all you hear is a humming noise. I don't know if you can hear it on the video. Hopefully. And it looks like our fig tree has survived another winter. I think I shared with you previously. The fig tree was a gift to us from Alabama Rebel. It came from, I believe, the property of his father, and Rebel Man cut off a shoot, had it in a baggie, I believe, or maybe had it down in a little cup, and that's what we started this thing from. Maybe 6 inches long, and it's been in the ground probably 7-8 years, and I have pulled some figs off of it if I can keep the deer out of it. But it is good to see the blooms showing signs of life. Thank you, Alabama Rebel. So this was the area that I expanded last year and put in the galvanized and a few other things, and kind of used the deer netting and fenced it off to keep some of the critters out. We have a fox that's hanging around our house now at night and in the mornings. We haven't caught it out here, but it's over near our house. And this is when I put it in. I covered it all in cardboard, and then I mulched it, and then I planted the items here. This is crazy. This blackberry bush has doubled in size since last year, and you can see how full it already is. So, and we have a couple raspberries here, and there's a couple blackberries over there. But you can see where we dug down right here to check the soil underneath here, and the soil is really good with the worms and so forth. So that's a good sign. It's doing what the intent was. I'll show you something else that's kind of neat. Getting ready for planting. Probably hold off another week. We had temperatures down around frosting the last 2 nights, but we had a dump truck load of they call it magic dirt or something like that. It's a mixture of dirt, mushroom compost, and manure. We spread it out fresh in our boxes and in our galvanized containers down below. We'll probably throw a little bit more on here, give it a few days to settle. And we're gonna put some out around there. Miss Lucy's medicinal plants and so forth. So we're just starting to perk things up and get things ready for putting down some plants here shortly, and looking forward to the excitement of another season. It's peaceful. It helps get your mind off of worldly events, and not to mention the blessings that grow and end up canned or on our table or shared with friends and neighbors. Hope you're doing the same. You never know if you can grow until you try. So I explained to you last year, maybe a year before, I can't remember, how when I set these boxes up, we set them up differently to kind of do some trials, okay? And the box right here to the left, this is a cardboard based decomposing logs, mushroom compost a couple years ago, and then the new magic dirt, whatever it is, with the new stuff. Dirt, manure, mushroom compost. When we dug down into this box before we put the new stuff on it, we found oodles of night crawlers. Okay, and this is a good thing. I put a dozen night crawlers in each box 2 years ago, and through the winter, year round, but during the winter, we come out and we compost in these boxes. Coffee grounds, eggshells, things of that nature. Occasionally soured milk. We have milk that we let sour, and we put it in there as well, which is good. Tomato plants love soured milk. The box to your right, this was the base is the weed control plastic with the logs and the same layers above it. What we found in it is we had far fewer night crawlers in this box compared to the one on the left. All right, and we believe, it's most likely, that is because the one on the left is a cardboard base. It breaks itself down, and the one on the right is the weed control plastic. Not saying either of them are bad. We're just finding better results for worms, which helps your garden on the left. And then the bed over here to the right with the blue pecks laying in it, that is a cardboard base also. If you're wondering what the blue pecks is for, using these stackable corners, you can get at Lowe's for about $2.50, $3, and then you insert your wood in. You can make these boxes about whatever size you want them based on the length and size of your wood, or if you need to break your garden down completely, it's easy to do so. But the blue pecks, if you see right here, there's holes in here which you could run rebar down in. I use the pecks if I need to do frost control or try to protect from varmints. I can insert that PEX down into these holes, and it'll make like a half hoop, and then I can cover it in plastic, and it will keep what I'm growing. Particularly, it was green beans and sweet potatoes. I was trying to keep a ground chuck out of them, groundhog. But I put 2x8s around the base of the garden fence, and then put 2.5, 3 feet wire up it and tacked it in, and it's been able to keep the varmints out. And knock on wood, we have not had any issues with deer jumping the fence and getting in. So that's a good sign. We do have some motion lights around here at night that if anything comes in and around it, it sets off the motion lights. Here's another one of the holly bushes. This one's about 15 feet tall. Sits about 10 feet off from the garden. You can see it's just swarming with bees. So it's a good sign so far for the year. And as you can see here, we had another truckload of mulch brought in from a local guy here that has a tree cutting company, and he mulches it up, and I think this might be truckload 6 or 7. I can't remember the last couple years. So one of the things that we're working on, we're trying to think planning again, that P word. I try to think like 10 years out, right? And that'll put me post 70. And we're trying to flip some of our property to where we landscape it, and take away the need for cutting or trimming in certain areas. And one of the things we're finding in all of our raised beds and the areas around the beds, we covered in cardboard and mulched it. It's been a couple years. So what we're finding is we're putting this mulch down and then leaving it a year or two, and we're going back, and it's basically composting down, breaking down, and we're finding excellent soil beneath it, and tons and tons of worms. So, and the trick again is the layer of earth, cardboard, and mulch, and let it set and break down. But the plan is on a lot of this to flip it to where we're going to have wildflower beds and herbs and things like that growing. And we have several areas now. It just takes time. So there's load number, whatever it is, which means more work. But you can't get to where you're going if you don't work at it, right? This is absolutely a wonderful sign for us, considering we just had a heavy frost a couple weeks ago. This particular pear tree, 2 years ago we got about 180 pounds of pears off of this single tree. And so far it's looking good this year. And that hopefully we can get pears off of this tree. This is red pears. We're happy to have more. We use it to make canned pears, and also like a canned pear sauce that would be comparable to applesauce. Straight up fruit, no sugar added. It was pretty good. This tree here, which is about 20 feet from the red pear, this is a yellow pear. It's a good sign that I am seeing some pears starting. This tree, for whatever reason, is finicky. We've yet to get hardly any pears off of this tree. It's the red pear. It's doing really, really well. So that would be awesome. Hey fellow patriots, Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're healthy wherever you may be. And hopefully you had beautiful weather to enjoy like we had today. It was awesome. So we went to morning services and had a good lunch with some of our dear friends here in the area. Hope for Survival, Patriot Sister and Brother. And then the last few hours, we don't typically like to do chores and things on Sunday. But I'm getting ready to go out of town again, and it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. And we just had a truckload of soil and a truckload of mulch brought in, and I needed to get some of it down. So Miss Lucy helped me, and I've been kind of surveying, looking at where things are at coming through spring, and some work that needs to be done around the raised beds and so forth to hopefully get us ready for planting real soon. We had a couple good frost here last couple nights, so I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff under the dirt, but nothing above the dirt right yet, because it's not even the middle of April yet. So but the good news is we have tons of bees. We got lots of bees in and around our garden area, and the blueberries and our holly bushes that surround the garden area. So this is this is good news. Sorry on the camera bouncing around. I don't have a stand with me, so I'm holding it. Anyway, we're going into April 8th. The big news is the eclipse, and a lot of folks are trying to make a lot out of the eclipse, and I've heard some different stories, and during the eclipse and darkness, planes are going to fly over and they're going to drop chemicals and all this other stuff. And we've talked about this for several years now. If there's large gatherings of people, stay home. It's the best advice anyone can give you, is to stay home. You don't have to be out in it. You've got to drive a long way to get in the path of the eclipse to see it. And just in the last hour, news came out that they may the actual path and best locations to see it could be off just a bit. So who knows? Next thing you know, they'll tell us that they've been wrong all along, and actually the moon's Jupiter and Saturn's the moon, and we're all crazy. So stay with what you know. Don't go on these half-cocked journeys of all the psyops that's being put out for everyone to bite onto and occupy your brain. It's not worth it. Stay with what you know, and kind of like being here in the garden. It's a great escape from all the crap that's out there, and all the crazy stuff and crazy people doing crazy things to other people, whether it's on the highway or in the malls or grocery stores. Just find your peaceful place. Find your peaceful place and spend some time there. It's a great opportunity for you to work on and spend some time in your personal relationship with the Lord, and work upon that and build upon that. That's a much better investment for all of us than following all the crazy stuff that's out there, And sadly, we're at a point in life, in our country, and probably the world, that uh, most of what you're seeing and hearing you can't believe anyway, right? It's all, as I like to call it, fear porn. Yeah, it's a lot of fear porn, and I know many of you, because I see and read a lot of what you follow, and it's good to read and know what's out there, but it's bad to let it absorb your brain. Okay. Uh, as Dorothy always used to say, there's no place like home, there's no place like home, there's no place like home. Well, um, maybe you need to find a little verse to repeat over and over and over to remind you that um, much of what's scripted and audio is garbage. Okay, it's and for many, it's kind of doing what the intent of it is, and that's to occupy your brain, keep you confused, you know, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy for any of us, and we gotta find that happy place. Go on vacation if you can. You know, if you don't want to take a trip, find somewhere local. Go out to eat with some friends. Go play in your garden. Plant something and watch it grow. Whatever makes you happy. Just the key is to be happy. All right. Uh, keep working. Keep working on your preparedness and doing good things. And the more you do it, the more confident you're going to be. And truthfully, the better your preparedness planning is, I think you will find the less this other horse hockey um, manipulates your brain and scares you. Okay. Uh, uh, there are good people out there. There are good people that I know, but there are good people out there that are, whether they realize it or not, they're pushing a lot of fear amongst people, right? And they talk absolutely nothing about preparedness. It's all fear. So it's a personal choice, right? It is a personal choice of where you want to go and where you want to spend your time, how you want to spend your time, and only you can control that, right? Um, if if you want to be scared, right, and you want something to put fear in you, go read Revelations and get back to me and let me know what you think. If that doesn't scare you more than all the stuff going on around us right now, then maybe go and read the other books of the Bible before Revelations. So I'm not laughing at you. I've just I've kind of been there too. So anyway, I just wanted to say hey to you and wish you a good day and have a great week, and uh, um, don't let all this silly stuff scare you. Just be confident, right? Be confident. We're all getting older. We're not spring chickens anymore. We can't run marathons anymore. So we got to do our best to team with other people and to be as prepared as we can. That's all we can do, right? Spiritually, physically, psychologically, and then our preparedness package. And you can do it. We can do it. And we have been doing it. So stay with it, all right? And just remember, in the end, we win. And have a blessed week. Don't forget to be blessed, and most of all, don't forget to give thanks. Bravo Echo out. Thank you for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. If you are new to Hope for Survival, you can check out our books at our webpage, Book 1, which is Hope for Survival, Getting You Prepared for Disasters, and Book 2, Hope for Survival, The Mindset, are both available for order on the website. We also offer the Hope for Survival football stick, which is a memory stick set up as a digital filing cabinet with files already loaded on there for you to digitally copy items such as deeds, auto transcript for ownership, wills, living wills, loans, banking information, items that if your home burned down or you had some form of a disaster, you could have all of your important papers already digitally filed on this stick. All you do is simply drag the digital file into the appropriate preset folder so that you'll have it in the event of a disaster. You have to flee your home in a hurry, or also if you're away from home and you need critical information that's personal. If you have your memory stick with you, you can put it in your computer and pull that information up wherever you may be. Again, you can find these items to order at our website, https www.hopeforsurvival.com, or you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, and I will try to help you out. Again, thanks for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. Hope to see you again.